Hey guys, it's your boy Fanakemamba. We're in the building, you feel me? Yeah, we're in the building, guys. So basically today we're gonna be sharing with you guys a magical setup of Nasdaq and US30. But before we can get into the chart, just don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the like button and share with your friends at home. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, so now we are looking at US dating. So, guys, as you can see on US date, we have what? We have this significant area here at the top that was being formed and it was respected quite three times, which forms a triple top. And then we can follow price. You can see that price is pushing to the downside, forming a retracement. So, possibly it could continue pushing all the way to the downside. So, now, let us dive in deeper to H4 time frame. Let us dive in deeper to H4 time frame to see what is it that H4, H1, is telling us. Come on, man. Feel me? So now we can clearly see that price pushed all the way to the downside and was convincingly pushing. Then it formed what? A retracement. Come on, man. It formed a retracement. And then if you can look to your back, you can clearly see that this was support and now it has turned into what? Into a resistance. Remember, guys, sorry about that. Remember, guys, this is going to be our target. This is going to be our first target, looking to capitalize on US30, pushing all the way to the downside. These guys are kind of setup that I would take over and over again because of out of 8 out of 10 times they play out 8 times, of which is it's a good thing because of in forex we all about probabilities. We're not like 100% accurate. It's all about probabilities of which plays out the more and which doesn't play out more. So now we have our significant areas here that has been formed here, which is very a nice place of a retest after a impulsive break to the downside. We want to see a retest. So let us go down to 15-minute time frame. So let me just remove this. So now, guys, on 15-minute time frame, it becomes even more interesting because of you can see that price is pushing to the upside and now starting to fail to break into these areas, push to the downside, come back to test these areas. But you can see that the way price is coming to test this area is not so convincing because of it comes in a form of what? In a form of a correction. As you can see, this is a form of what? A form of a correction. So now on 15-minute time frame, we're just gonna highlight this significant what? This significant area here. But if I can zoom in here, you can clearly see that market or price hasn't yet given us what? An entry point for us to capitalize on this trade to the downside. So let us see if we get any confirmation. Yes, oh yes, we just got a confirmation. So that candlestick each shot to the downside, creating what? A rejection candlestick, or you can say it's a doji candlestick, depending on what you wanna say. But then this candlestick represent what? It represent a change in what? In direction. So we're just gonna capitalize on this move to the downside, entering here, taking a high risk entry, putting our stop loss just above. This is gonna be our first target, guys. This is gonna be our first target, capitalizing on this trade. So let's see how the trade is playing out. It pushed impulsively to the downside, breaking what? Breaking these areas here because this is a significant area. Let's see if you're gonna get a retest to see if you can find a scaling in position, capitalizing to the downside on this trade of what? Of USDT. It's pushed to the downside, push to the downside again, push to the downside, it pushed to the downside. So as you can clearly see, it did give us what? Did give us this retest here, of which it wasn't really convincing for me to be like, okay, I'm taking this retest because of it just came with what? With a spike. But someone would capitalize on this trade and put their stop loss just above these areas here to make sure that it doesn't really risk too much. So now we want to see market presenting itself. Remember, guys, when we are trading this setup, we don't really put our take profit, but then our take profits are there to be like, okay, this is what I'm targeting in this trade. But then what is that we do? We are doing trail stop. So basically, because of the market has pushed impulsively to the downside and broke into what into this low here, we're gonna put our stop loss just below for the first entry that we took. We just wanna took just above these areas here, as you can see with this line here I just put. Then let's see what price is gonna do. Push to the downside, push to the downside. Okay, now it formed what? Let's see. Okay, now it formed what? A lower high here. So after it has formed this lower high, that is when we're gonna look to capitalize or move our stop loss to these areas to make sure that we don't give out all of what all of this profit that we have already made. But then again, we still see the potential to push USDT to push to the downside. So we don't want to limit it with what with our take profit being hit as early as possible. So let's see how it's gonna play out. Push to the downside, very impulsive. So this is very important, guys. It's pushed to the downside, very impulsive. So now, because of it broke these lows here, you can see it broke these lows. Then we have to just highlight it. It broke these lows here. We just putting our stop loss just above these lows. It just in case price do what? Just in case price come back into this area and retest and push to the upside. So we don't want to find ourselves in such a situation whereby we are giving back this whole lot of profit. And if you can clearly see, guys, here, because of I've already reached my goal or my target, I'm becoming so aggressive because of I'm well aware that price can just turn back and return back because of you can see that when we are looking to the left, this is a significant area here. So price can potentially turn direction and move to the upside. So let us continue to see. So it continue pushing. Remember, guys, as you can see, price is pushing to the downside. Now, because we've reached our target, guys, we have to be like very aggressive with what with our take profit. So we have to be very aggressive with our take profit. As you can see, guys, if we had put our take profit somewhere here, if we had put our take profit somewhere here, we would have been out of what? Out of this trade because of it has hit our take profit. But look on what you are missing. We could have been missing this whole lot of move to the downside. So now we are still in this trade and now we are monitoring or we are managing this trade. So we're just gonna put our stop loss just above these areas to avoid giving back what the profit that we've already made from this position. So now let's see what the price is gonna do. Continue to push to the downside and form what these areas here, something like lower highs here. As you can see, price pushed to the upside and rejected these areas here, of which is something that is nice. So we're still capitalizing on this trade. Just gonna move our zone here. So what is that we're gonna do? We're just gonna shift just above. Remember, guys, I'm being aggressive in this position because of what? Because I don't want to give back the profit that I've already made. You feel me? We once you make money, once you see your trade in a blue, you don't want to change that to be in a red. So you've got to protect whatever that we've got. So this is what I'm basically doing here. I'm protecting my profit because of I've already have this back. I've already have this back. So I have to protect this back, guys. We have to protect your back. So we're just moving our stop loss, being aggressive here to say if market is trying to push to the upside, then we're gonna be looking for a retest and we're gonna be capitalizing all the way to the upside. But then we still see if it's gonna continue pushing to the up to the downside. Then we don't want to just disturb this trade or be out of this trade because of we having fear of what. So that's why we are managing our trade like this. We are trade stopping, guys. You feel me? So let's see what's happening. Market is still pushing to the downside. Come on, guys. Come on, still pushing, rejecting these areas. Come on, let's see. So now we are out of this trade, guys. As you can see, this spike, it took us out of this trade. But if you can see, the second trade that we took, it gave us 6%. That is crazy. The second trade that it took give us 6%. So it means we are risking a 1% to gain what 6%. So we basically have like 12% from this position alone. So it means for you to be at break even, you have to lose like 12 times. Wow. That's amazing, guys. You have to lose like 12 times to be at break even. So if you lose, like, maybe let's say you are facing a losing streak of about 5 trades, you're still in profit, guys, because of this kind of trade. So you can see this is where risk management comes into play, whereby you apply proper risk management at all times. You make sure that there comes a time whereby you're gonna be facing a losing streak, so you don't find yourself being drowning from blowing account and all that, because of your risk management is in place. Thank you so much, guys. Take care of yourself at home.
Hello guys, how are you doing? This is Offensive Baloyi talking, your mentor, trader, and analyst at Forex Chasers. So we're gonna be looking at Nasdaq on a 15-minute time frame. So I'm actually gonna break it down on actually what I see and what's actually going on and what I am going to be looking for when I take this trade. So let's actually see what's going on. So now, as you can see that I've already have my resistance and support. I'm gonna tell you the reason for this resistance and support. As you can see that the market has been shooting down until we got this pattern right here. This pattern showed us this is a change of direction. Nasdaq has been shooting to the upside. Now finally we got a different pattern that's showing us that the market actually is changing direction. So what I'm gonna be looking for is that, as you can see, that the market rejected 3 times on this resistant zone, and the market actually rejected 4 times on this support. So what I'm actually looking for is, if the market does break this support, I'm actually looking for sales. I'm actually looking to sell this, because look, we have a impulse correction. We're looking for an impulse, small correction, impulse, and again until we hit our TP. So I'm actually looking for a sell here. So what I'm actually waiting for is, if the market does break this support, come for a retest, that's when I'll be able to enter this trade. So I'm just gonna play it and show you guys. The market failed to break. The market failed to break. The market actually broke, but it's not here. So the market just broke here, and the market came back for a retest. This is actually what we were looking for. So I'm actually gonna be executing this on my 5-minute time frame, so I can actually get a sniper entry. So I'm gonna scale it down to the 5-minute time frame, so where you can actually see exactly what's going on. This is the retest that we were waiting for. So I'm actually taking this here on these areas, just here, just here. I'm actually taking this trade just here, and I'm putting my stop loss just here. I'm making it tight, so if the market doesn't go my way, I'm actually out of the trade. So I'm actually targeting these areas here. I'm actually targeting the lowest point. I'm targeting this area here. I can make this my first TP. This is actually, I'm gonna make this my first TP. So if the market does break here, come back for a retest, I'm taking the trade until this point. So I'm just gonna play the whole thing and let you guys see what exactly is gonna happen now. Don't forget, we got our breakout, a retest that we were looking for, so we actually in the trade to sell it now. So I'm just gonna play it for you guys so you can see what actually happened. So the market is playing short down, market short down, hit our TP. Our TP has been hit. Sorry about that, guys. I actually changed this thing by mistake. So as you can see, I said my first TP was gonna be here. So the market did what? Hit my TP. The market actually hit my TP. This is exactly what I was looking for. As you can see, after that retest, I was actually looking for, we went straight to profit. So we actually entered the market here and we went straight to profit. And I said, if the market does break these areas, we're gonna be waiting for a retest on these areas here. After this retest here, we're gonna be looking to capitalize until this point just here. So as you can see guys, that I was actually looking for a sell. So the market actually rejected these areas here on the 15-minute time frame, actually rejected these areas again on a 15-minute time frame. So I scale it down to the 5-minute time frame, where I actually get my sniper entry and able to capitalize more. So I was actually waiting for a breakdown and a retest, and it's exactly what I got. I got a breakout and a retest, and after a retest we went straight to profit. So if the market does actually come to these areas right here, we are looking to sell it until this point here. Then from there on, that's where we're gonna see what is the market telling us. As you can see guys, this is like straight to the point. Like there's nothing there's nothing complicated about this trade. This was actually a simple trade. Every breakout before we enter, we actually look for a retest. Is That's the best way. That's how I actually execute the market. After a breakout, I enter on a retest. If the market doesn't come back for a retest, I'm actually not taking the trade, because I'll be going against my rules. So thank you for actually watching these videos guys. Please like, subscribe, and click that notification button. We're gonna be posting more content like this, breaking it down and showing you exactly how we actually trade. Thank you for watching these videos. Stay blessed.
Thank you guys for watching the videos. If you like the videos, obviously you did like the videos, just don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification button, because we're gonna be posting more content like this. So you should spread the word out there, because we're coming hard with this content. We're gonna give you guys knowledge that you've been looking for. Till we meet again, peace.